morning, guys. Okay, before we get going on today's video, okay, stand by. Okay, once again, easily distracted. There was about 20 pheasants running across the road, but they saw me coming long before I got to them, and they all took flight. Okay, you see this island out here? It's a very small island, but because I can't get to it, I want to see what's on it. Don't know if you can see, but it's fenced all the way around. I can't just put in a kayak or a boat and go across and see what's on it. If only there was a way that I could get over to take a look at that island. So, you guys know I like to run, right? I mean, you're watching my channel, you know it's a running YouTube channel, but my other hobby is YouTube. I do really enjoy it. Guess I enjoy talking about and doing more with my running than just going out for a run. I find the whole thing about building a YouTube channel and finding what content is actually relatable, I find it really fascinating, and of course there's the editing. It's a creative process. I was watching a video by Roberto Blake, but he talked about the importance of making 100 crappy videos. That kind of resonated with me as far as running goes. Oh, and YouTube. Listen, I've made a lot of crappy videos, but the point behind the making 100 crappy videos is that you get better. It's practice. Practice makes perfect. So he's not talking about putting out junk, but just understanding that your first 100 videos are not going to be perfect. They're not going to be the finished product. And there's always a process. It's like training. It's like us going out for our runs. Every run makes us better. And when you're just getting started with running, it's important to realize that you're not going to be perfect right off the bat. You're not going to be an excellent runner the first time you go out, the first 10 times you go out, but you will improve pretty quickly. I've been running about 14 years. I started in my late 20s, and I'm still learning stuff. I'm still learning stuff when I go out. And although I might not be as fast as I used to be, I think I'm a better runner now than I was 10 years ago, just because I've got so much more experience with it. If you guys are just getting started running, or you are an elite runner, listen, you can keep getting better. And as you get better, it doesn't always mean that your times are going to improve. There's like a mental aspect and an understanding of what running can give you. And a lot of times we get caught up with chasing faster times, which is all well and good, and it's a lot of fun, and it's hugely satisfying. But there is another aspect of running that is just as satisfying, and that's going out, doing something that you enjoy, and doing something that actually makes you better, makes you healthier. It's a pretty worthwhile pursuit. If you're just getting started, don't give up. You are continuing to learn, you are continuing to get better, even if it doesn't seem like it right away. Keep it up. And for all you hardcore, die-hard, super fast runners that do crazy long distances, that win races, that podium at races, hey, you guys are getting better as well. We are all getting better every time we head out the door. So Matt, you say that every run makes you better. Well, what's all this I hear about junk miles? Junk miles! First off, when people say junk miles, I know what they're talking about. Honestly, I do not like the term junk miles. I think junk miles makes runners think that they're not getting any value from running a certain type of run. It's like they may as well do nothing rather than run junk miles. We really need to come up with a better term. Okay, so for those of you that don't know what junk miles are non-specific miles that you run for your goal. For example, if I go out for an easy run, an easy recovery run, and I go and I thrash that workout, or what's even more common is just running a little too fast, a little too faster than your recovery pace. Those are considered junk miles because you planned an easy run, you ran too fast, so you're not getting the recovery that you planned. Those miles are junk. As with everything I say, there is a caveat. Listen, if you're training for a race, if you're training for a specific distance, a specific event, there can be runs that you go on that if you're not focused, they might not give you the best benefit. They might not give you the biggest bang for your buck that you could get if, let's say, you slow down. Or, you know, on the other side, rather than running slow, running fast. If you're sandbagging your intervals and not running at your prescribed pace, those could be considered junk miles. Okay, so here's why I disagree with it. I think it gives newer runners, or runners that are serious but not quite as dedicated to pursuing time goals, I think it puts them off. I think it gives them an idea that they shouldn't even bother go out. And that is the last thing we want to do as a running community. We want to be all inclusive and welcome everyone. And if someone wants to run for a specific goal, well, then we can talk to them about certain types of mileage. But I think ultimately it's the word junk. None of these miles that you go out and do are junk miles. They are all helping you in one way or another. Now, they might not be helping you in the way that you want, by getting faster, enabling you to perform to the best of your ability, but they're making your life better. They're making you healthier. Your mental well-being is going to be increased just because you went for that run. Whether or not you ran it a little too fast or a little too slow, it's not junk. They're just non-specific. You're still getting out there and running, and I want you to do it. I want you to always get out for your run and not worry about junk miles. Now back to the specificity. If you've been running for a long time and you're trying to shoot down these PRs, by all means, you need to have a structured workout routine with structured paces so you can hit your goals. But if you don't do it one day, that doesn't mean that it's junk. There are repercussions. You might not be recovered. You might not run as fast on race day. They're still not junk. Let's remove that word junk. Let's call them, well, non-specific mileage, NSMs. Yeah, non-specific mileage, just going out for a run. The longer I run, the more I like NSMs. Non-specific, where I'm just going out to enjoy the run. It's usually pretty easy. I do creep into a middle ground sometimes where I start running too fast, faster than I should for a recovery run. But I don't let it beat me up. And I don't want you to worry about it either. Junk miles, let's get rid of them. Guys, thanks for watching all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. Go out there and get your run in today. Let me know how it goes in the comments below. And also, what do you think about junk miles? Do you like the way junk miles sounds? Do you ever run them? Do you run them unapologetically? All right, guys, as always, be kind, be happy, and run well, and I'll see you next time.